Yes, Priya, any idea what you mean by prose? Priya?
सर शॉर्ट स्टोरी और ऐसे टाइप्स जो रहता है
Short story या essay. Okay, these are examples of prose. Short story, essay, pamphlet. In the first semester, you had written report, letter to the editor. These things are written in prose. But what is prose? Kaustab? Yes, Kaustab, am I audible?
Sir, a prose can be described as a text that carries a central theme and in some instances has characters and a proper plot. That's what I would like to say.
So, even a poem can have a central theme. A poem can have a plot. I mean, plot. So, since you're talking about plot, what do you mean by the term plot? Neha? Kaustav said that in a prose, there is something called a plot. So, what is the meaning of this word plot? We have plot of land, which means a part of land, any land. What is plot in the sense of literature or in the sense of prose? Anyone? Neha, Kundan? In an online class, you're supposed to be active and responsive because I cannot see whether you are sleeping or you're awake or you're watching TV. So you need to respond sometimes. Otherwise, I will remove you from the meeting if you do not respond. You will not get your attendance. Yes, Neha, respond.
Sir,
Hmm. Okay, Kundan, go ahead. Then Neha.
sir, plot means maybe सर लैंड हो सकता है सर लैंड के बारे में सी के बारे में सर
लैंड और सी के
प्रोज
बारे
में
में
बताया जाता है
जैसे कोई एग्जाम्पल
सर एग्जाम्पल तो याद नहीं आ रहा है
एग्जाम्पल के बिना कुछ नहीं हो सकता ओके नेहा टेल व्हाट इज अ प्लॉट
So plot refers to sequence of events or narratives.
Yes, very good. Sequence of events in a narrative.
Yes,
So
yes,
narrative
sir.
is something that is being told. A story being told is a narrative. Okay, this word narrative is used very often nowadays in the political atmosphere.
Yes,
That false narrative, feminist narrative, ye narrative, wo narrative, Hindutva narrative, Islamic narrative, and so on and so forth. So, sequence of events. Plot means sequence of events. So, Kaustubh says that you may now mute yourself, Neha. Um,
okay, sir.
uh, so, Kaustubh says that a prose is a piece of writing which has a plot. Poetry can also have a plot, like Crow's Fall or Sun Rising, where a story is being told. A poem can also have a plot. So, what is so different about prose and poetry? Any points? Use your common sense. It's not a very difficult, not a very specialized question. It's not a research question. Poetry are পদ্য আর গদ্যের মধ্যে কি তফাৎ? কবিতা আর রাইটিং প্রোজ এর মধ্যে, দুটোর মধ্যে তফাৎটা কি অ্যাকচুয়ালি? হোয়াট ইজ দ্য মোস্ট ভিজিবল ডিফারেন্স?
Sir,
ওকে, কৌস্তভ ফার্স্ট, দেন কুন্দন.
sir, unlike a poetry, in proses in proses we will never find any type of rhyming schemes or rhythmic patterns.
In prose we will not find any kind of rhyming scheme or rhythmic patterns. So in
Yes,
the
sir.
first case, yes, in prose there will be no rhyming usually, but in any kind of writing, any kind of speech, any kind of expression, there is usually a rhythm. For example, we are speaking, I am speaking, you are speaking, we are speaking in a rhythm, isn't it? We have a rhythm, we have our individual rhythm. हम सभी अपने रिदम में बात करते हैं. अलग अलग रिदम होता है हमारा. मैं एक तरीके से बात करता हूँ, तिलक सर अलग तरीके से बात करते हैं, कौस्तभ माइट स्पीक इन अ डिफरेंट वे, प्रिया माइट स्पीक इन अ डिफरेंट वे, एंड दैट इज कॉल्ड रिदम. रुक रुक के कितना टाइम दे रहे हैं, एक वर्ड के बाद दूसरे वर्ड में कितना गैप है, ये इसको रिदम कहते हैं. सो प्रोज ऑल्सो हैज रिदम, बट येस, कौस्तभ इज वेरी करेक्ट that in prose we do not have rhyming, deliberate rhyming. Now there are some poems, like many of the modern poems, they do not rhyme. Then yes, Kundan, now.
सर प्रोज ऑलरेडी सर विस्तार करके बताया जाता है, पर पोइट्री में पोइट्री विस्तार से नहीं बताया जाता, उसको सर विस्तार से समझना पड़ता है. तरह से पोइट्री को छोटा करके लिखा जाता है, पर उसका अर्थ ज्यादा होता है सर, और प्रोज ऑलरेडी बड़ा होता है. मतलब
प्रोज में विस्तार से लिखा जाता है और कविता में समझना पड़ता है, वो विस्तार से नहीं लिखा जाता है. दैट इज योर पॉइंट, राइट?
यस सर.
So the thing is, so a prose is a piece of writing where something is written in detail, whereas in poetry, now make it a habit, whenever you are doing a class either offline or online, take notes, and I will be checking your exercise books, your copies, that whether you are taking any notes or not. So if you do not have a pen and paper with you,
Okay, sir.
get a pen and paper. These classes, most of these classes will be recorded and will be available on YouTube. But this will be a long class of like 1 hour or so, and you need to be attentive by keep on writing notes. Okay, everybody who is here in the class, make sure that you are sitting with a pen and paper. Make sure that you use a copy where you are writing, otherwise if you write just on a paper, it will be lost in no time. Okay, तो जब भी मेरा क्लास करो या किसी का भी क्लास करो, मेक श्योर कि तुम्हारे पास लिखने का कोई सामग्री हो, लिखने का साधन हो, लाइक खाता हो, पेन हो, ठीक है, और नोट्स लिखना. जैसे हमने डिस्कस किया पोइट्री और प्रोज में क्या अंतर है, ऐसे हम लोग सभी जानते हैं कि पोइट्री पोइट्री है, प्रोज प्रोज है. लेट मी नो कौस्तभ, इफ यू आर नॉट कंफर्टेबल इन हिंदी, आई विल बी स्विचिंग बिटवीन इंग्लिश, हिंदी एंड बांग्ला.
No, sir, it's okay, sir.
Okay, all right.
Sir, I wanted to add one more thing.
Yes.
Like, if the topic is about difference between prose and poetry, then one more thing can be said. Like, in prose, it is mainly consisting of sentences and paragraphs, mainly the paragraphs. But in
Yes.
poetry, we find stanzas.
Yes, very good. If you are not looking at chat gpt and telling these things on your own,
No, sir,
that's
no,
simply
sir, no,
great. That's great, that's great. I'm just joking. So yes, that is also a very important point. In prose we have paragraphs, in poetry we have stanzas, and that is something that is the very basic difference between prose and poetry. এটা প্রথমে আমাদের মাথায় আসেনি, কারণ এটা এতটাই সিম্পল, আমরা না সিম্পল জিনিস ভাবতে ভাবতে চাই না, ভাবতে পারি না, because our mind has become so complex that we are thinking about so many things like, oh, this is an English honors class and sir is asking this difficult question, and we should be thinking very hard and very like metaphysical poetry, we should think of far-fetched conceits and images. No, first we need to be very basic and simple. What Kostov is saying, rhyming, there is no rhyming, deliberate rhyming in prose, but there is deliberate rhyming in many poems, though not in all poems. Okay, point number one. Point number two, in prose we have stanzas, in prose we have paragraphs, sentences. In poetry we have stanzas, cantos, cantos, cantos. I guess in third semester, no, you were supposed to know about this poem called Rape of the Lock in the first semester itself, because there was a question on, I guess, Alexander Pope or Rape
Yes,
of
sir.
the Lock. Yes.
In the exam there was this question.
Yes. So that's there. But I think you will read this poem in third sem, fourth sem, somewhere like that. I don't remember where, but I think it's there in your syllabus. So cantos, it's a combination of many stanzas, quatrain, sestet, octave. These are to be found in poems. Another difference, if you have not already, have you come up with more differences? Anyone else? Priya, Neha? Any more
Sir,
differences? Yes.
sir, can dialogues be a difference?
How?
Like means active. What I will say, like use of proper speech, like in means in stories we see like characters having conversations where the part of the conversation is covered means within inverted commas, but in poems it's for me it's kind of unusual. Means I have not seen much. I am unsure about this difference, but I just wanted to
Yes,
put some light on